And Twitch, it always takes like, I don't know, it seems like 20 minutes for these things to catch up with us. But here we go, starting. Twitch is still offline, live on YouTube.
Sweet.
Come on, Twitch. There's Twitch. Twitch just pops up. YouTube gives a little bit of a warning that you're live. I welcome everyone. This is Anything Goes with George and Jonathan. Say hello, Jonathan.
Hello.
You got to do your whole thing now.
Hello. You can follow me on JDO FBA or subscribe. How you guys doing?
All right. So after we ended the other day, because we did a show for 2 hours, and that was like, it was like I just happened to look up. It's like, wow, we've been doing this for like an hour and 50 minutes.
Oh yeah, it was fun though.
It was fun as hell. But I was like, when did that time go past? And what was I going to say? And that was our New Year's Day, and so I kept the Happy New Year graphic up because we're only 48 hours into the new year technically,
Yeah.
so it's still the new year. I'll come up with another
Still fresh.
another graphic for next week. But that was a blast. I really had a good time. But after we were done, yeah, Jonathan was had a little bit of vino while we were streaming. I had some vino afterward, and and he's laughing because it didn't take very much. Now, did it? It didn't take very much to get me silly, did it?
No, I wish we got it on camera. That'd been funny. That'd have been hilarious.
Well, maybe sometime soon we'll do something like spur of the moment.
Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe we can play like some kind of drinking game.
We'll do like a Saturday night thing where it's just we won't have a structure again, and we'll just do another thing again.
Yeah, we can play. We can play like some kind of like drinking game, like ask each other questions and stuff,
Oh, that's probably
and so everyone can see who get to it first.
Oh yeah, it would be me. I'd be under. You'd find me underneath this table. Where'd George go? Here, point the camera underneath the table.
Well, that's it, folks.
Yeah, that's it. He's asleep under there. Let's watch him sleep for 3 hours and see if we can wake his ass up.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah. And then I'd wake up going, "Get off my lawn. You young whippersnappers, get off my lawn."
Yeah, but anyway, we hope you guys had a happy New Year or happy holidays. 'Cause some people don't celebrate stuff, so happy holidays if you guys had a good time. Hopefully, if not, still happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoying the New Year.
If
Hopefully,
you're not,
good goal set.
and if you're not enjoying the new year, then it's your damn fault. I don't know.
No, we can't do that. It's always someone else's fault. Blame it on everyone else, like everyone else did.
When you get older, you learn these things. You don't blame yourself.
No,
You blame.
why would you?
Exactly. When you're younger, you have low self-esteem. Oh yeah, it was my fault. Yeah, when you get older, it's like, I don't care. It's your fucking fault.
Yeah, blame everyone.
Everyone else,
Blame
absolutely.
the TV. You can blame anything.
Anything and anyone.
Yeah, you can blame the camera.
Oh,
The camera got me drinking.
Yeah, that was it. But on to our first subject today. We have the 10 ultra successful millionaire and billionaire college dropouts. Of course, we have Steve Gates, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. I didn't know he left college,
Yeah.
and when he founded Facebook. Of course, Steve Jobs was Apple, and
Yep.
then Michael Dell was the founder of Dell.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason for the subject is a college degree really necessary? Or is it really to pay all that money and to go into debt as soon as you're out of college? Is it really necessary for you to deal with that kind of stress just to try to get something? And some people don't even get a job or anything when they come out of college. They get all this experience and pay for all this money, and they don't get a chance to use what they got a degree for.
Well, I sincerely hope my son does, because those bills are going to start rolling in.
Oh yeah, yeah. But like I hope he does too. But some people ain't that lucky. Some people take years before they actually land a job for what they went to school for. Some people don't at all. You end up working, maybe doing dishes or something, for Lord knows how long.
Yeah, there's
But yeah, but the moral to the story is it really necessary to be successful? And as you can see, it's not. You really don't need a college degree to be successful.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing: is what's the likelihood you're going to end up like with Mark Zuckerberg?
Come on, man. Nowadays, you'd be surprised.
Well, I mean,
look at what was that chick name? Danielle Bergoli, the Catch Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil. All she did was go on Dr. Phil. Now look, boom, millionaire.
I don't know. Hell, I don't follow Dr. Phil, so I don't know who she is.
Look it up real quick. Look it up. Look Danielle Bergoli, and you can see that it's a young girl. She's probably like 14 or 15, and she just had like a snotty attitude with her mom, and she was on Dr. Phil, and that's when she got her own catchphrase. I don't know if it's trademarked, but she got her own little catchphrase that came into memes and everything else called like "Catch Me Outside." And then next thing you know, she got record deals, and now she's a millionaire. Now she has her own rap label and stuff, man. Now she's on a Billboard top 100, I believe.
What was her name again? Danielle
Bergoli.
B-A.
I don't know how to spell it. Don't ask me.
Hopefully. Hit enter, not shift. No, that's the wrong Daniel. This is a dude.
A dude named Daniel. Wow.
Well, it's.
Maybe we just call ourselves Dan. Don't call me Danielle. It's Dan.
Brian Bone. All right, you'll have to send me something maybe next time. We'll touch on her again.
Or you can just look up "Catch Me Outside" and that should probably pop her face up.
Catch Me Outside girl. Oh, okay. Became award nominated rapper.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what we did.
Oh, Bregoli. I spelled Danielle wrong. I spelled it Daniel, but it figured it out here. That's.
Hey man, she might want to change to a Daniel one day.
She definitely. Yeah. This day and age, you never know. Hey, this girl definitely looks like she got attitude.
Oh, she does, and then I think she's 16 now. And the kids, some of the kids nowadays, they love her, man. That's all she does is cuss in her music videos and stuff, and it's not good. I really don't like it at all, and it's very, very terrible.
We'll see.
But this is what some kids watch nowadays is this girl or buy her albums.
Yeah, so it looks like she's got red hair, but it's definitely red in the bottle.
Yeah,
definitely ain't real. And she's born 2003. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2010.
Okay, well, I'll shut the fuck up then. Graduated 1985, and
I wasn't even born.
I'm thinking of a finger, and it doesn't mean you're number one. What? I'm thinking of a finger, and it doesn't mean you're number one.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I know. You should by now. You've known me long enough.
Yeah, but like I said, you really don't need a college degree to be successful. Because there are these people out there who didn't go to college at all. Or they went to college for a year or so, and then they just went their own direction, became something or made something of themselves. So it's not necessary because, like I said, when you get out, you're in debt, for one. They don't tell you all this stuff when you're in high school. They just apply. You know, you'll be fine. Go ahead and play. But they don't talk about the aftermath
Oh,
of
yeah.
debt and everything once you're out of it. They don't tell you that,
Yeah,
but
like,
they will. Go ahead.
my son had one of his books like over $300 for a book. Really?
Yeah, and you
He
go. You do
used it
what?
used it for like a semester, which is what, 18 or 16 weeks.
Yeah.
$300.
And the
Whatever.
thing is, you do what? 12 years of school, and not even counting those, but we do what? 4 years of high school. Not once or rarely you have to pay for a book. But as soon as you get out, they don't tell you got to pay for books. You got to pay thousands of dollars for this education you want to get. They don't tell you all this the stuff about the money, but they will definitely tell you apply for here, apply for there. You know, go to college, do this, do that. You know, but they don't tell you like I said, they don't tell you the aftermath of it.
Oh yeah, the enormous amount of debt that you're going to be in that they start collecting as soon as you graduate.
Yeah, as soon as you graduate, you're getting a phone call. As soon as you get your diploma in your hand, you're getting phone calls. And I have friends who's like in their 30s, and they still have not paid off their college degree. It takes people. Some people don't pay it off, and like there's people that's like 80 probably that still owe college money. There's people that go to their deathbed that owe college money because that interest, when you don't pay it all off, man, that interest just catches up with you, and they love that. That's how they really get you.
Well, actually, you have so long that you can to collect the debt. You can't just come back 20 years later and say, "Hey, this is a debt you owe from 20 years ago. We're going to start collecting on this now." They can't do that.
Oh no, they're going to keep calling you, and it's just going to keep building
Well,
up.
yeah, but
Interest is going to keep building up, and then
well, eventually, what they could do is just take you to court and garnish your wages.
well, if you get lucky enough, they take you to court.
That's
Some of them
not really.
don't.
It's not like a goal.
I mean, it's not. I'm not saying you want to go to court. I'm just saying some of them, will give you a chance to go to court and give you like a payment plan or something to take care of it.
Oh,
But you do have some lenders who won't. They just let it build up more and more, and they will just keep calling and harassing you.
Well, here's a little dirty little secret about bill collectors, is that you actually do not ever have to deal with them. You actually don't. You don't, and they say, well, you owe this debt to blah, 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 and you need to, we're going to, you're going to need to arrange payments with me. Actually, no, you don't. You can call up, company blah, 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 and just deal directly with them and say, look, hey, here's, $20, and then just every month send them $20. And they can't do squat.
No, but their job is to harass you, which is pretty much what they do.
And once you start doing that, the harassment by law would have to stop.
Yeah, by law, but a lot of people normally don't get the law involved. They just think, oh, this is their job.
Oh, that's true too. And we can go into top 10. Let's see, 10 movies we can't wait for 2019. Now we did touch a little bit on movies in the last one, but
Yeah, I think we talked about 2018 movies though. But
Right.
We didn't touch on movies that's come out this year.
yep. Now, one of the movies that supposedly people are, and this is from a site called Mashable,
Yeah.
which is a pretty good site. The first one is Us, and it is a psychological thriller, a monster movie, and probably a welcome subversion of the horror genre. I figured you'd like that one because you're in horror movies.
I mean, I am, but I still haven't even seen the trailer yet. So, I heard people talk about it, but I haven't seen the trailer or anything yet. I don't know anything about it.
I think it's March 15th when that comes out, and then the movie I can't wait to see is Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
That's
Who
April.
can't wait to see that?
I'm sure there's one or two
Well, they're
somewhere
losers.
out there. Well,
They're-
that's a given.
I cannot wait to see that. That is going to be probably the movie of the year. I think Infinity War was I don't know if it was a movie of the year last year or not.
Yeah,
But if it wasn't, it was pretty damn close.
I don't know if it was or wasn't, but it should have been.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty damn close, man. They got billions of dollars, and it was very shocking. If you haven't seen it yet, do so. Especially if you're planning on seeing Endgame or anything. Don't see Endgame before an Infinity War. Please do it the right way. I mean, some movies you can jump right in and go to like the second or the sequel. This I will not recommend for you to do it. You have to see the first one before you jump into Endgame. Don't just go because your friends are going and you still haven't seen the first one yet. No, just don't do that because you're really going to miss a whole lot of information.
And number 3 is Men in Black International. Now,
I haven't seen the trailer of either. I love Men in Black growing up. I enjoyed the first, was it 3?
I like the first 2. The third one was
yeah, there was 3 of them though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I enjoyed the first 2. The third one, I don't remember much of it.
So in other words, it's a movie series that ran its course, let it die, it's dead. But no, Man in Black.
Reboot.
Oh, here we go, international
Reboot.
Yeah, let's reboot. And now,
I mean,
God.
I think they're running. Well, a lot of people were starting to say. I think Hollywood is starting to run out of ideas.
And then they just regurgitate the same old crap.
Yep, they start grabbing stuff and like, you know what? Let's do a reboot to this.
No, just leave it on the wall. Just leave it on the shelf. It don't belong anywhere but the damn shelf, and leave it there.
Nope, we can't do that.
Yep.
We got to take it and do something with it.
Mm.
Pull that audience back.
Well, speaking of getting the audience back, Toy Story 4. Right
Toy Story 4, yes.
4.
I have mixed feelings about it. I don't think I'm going to see it. I think this is another one of those movies that waited too long to do another one. Now,
exactly.
if they did it like a year or so after 3, then maybe I will go see it. But like we said, I believe on New Year's about these movies that take too long. What was like Incredibles 2,
Yeah.
and what was the other one? There was Wreck-It Ralph that took a little bit longer.
No, Wreck-It Ralph. There was another one, but it wasn't Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay. But like I said, Incredibles 2 that took like what 10 years?
Something like that. Oh, yeah, The Incredibles was. Never mind. I'm losing my mind.
I don't know.
That's okay. But The Incredibles
but,
is one. They should have
yeah.
just let it die. It was dead.
Yeah, but like I said, I am excited about it, some sort, somewhat that they are, continuing it, but it's not something I'm going to like go out my way and go see.
I mean, something to take your kids to see or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even take my kids to it. They got to watch the 1, 2, and 3, and 4 first. I mean, 1, 2, and 3 first. I can't do that. I'm not just going to drive them to the theater. They don't know who these characters are.
And then we touched on this again, The Lion King. Live action, really? Come on.
I am excited. I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm really excited to see what they're going to do, and the trailer looks amazing. I love the CGI, the effects. Everything looks great, and it looks like they're going to do exactly what they did in the animated movie, which was far ahead of its time.
I'd rather watch the animated movie than this.
I love the animated movie. And I love it more than anything. But what I'm afraid of is like a lot of the scenes with the singing and everything that they did in the animated. I think it might be too much for them to do CGI, so they might like cut it down some, and it's gonna not be as original to the animation like it should.
I think they should have left it alone. It worked. It was a great movie. Bring it back out. Just run the same movie again. What's old is new again. Don't do this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Despise it. And Disney is horrible about doing this. Is taking a cartoon classic and ruining it. Even if they make it exactly the same way. but it's ruined when they make it quote unquote real.
See,
Just leave it
we
alone.
got disagreement on that because Jungle Book wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was.
Jungle Book wasn't that bad. I
Yeah, it
enjoyed
was.
Jungle Book.
No.
But they're doing a lot of remakes of live action. You know, they're doing Aladdin, Dumbo. They just did Christopher Robbins, which is if you guys don't know, Christopher Robbins is the pretty much Woody and the Pooh. What else are they doing?
Ruining all my childhood favorites, pretty much.
They're doing. It's not so much of like Disney, but it's more like a Disney cartoon. It was on Disney Channel, which is Kim Possible. They're redoing that. Aladdin, I'm skeptical of. That one I am afraid.
Yeah, you would not get it. I like Will Smith. He's
I mean,
cool.
yeah. I love Will Smith. He's a great actor. He's good with his work. But
He ain't Robin Williams.
yeah, I
He
mean,
is not Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, man, he killed that role. I mean, he
Yeah.
took that role and made it his own, and that's so when you talk about the genie, everyone automatically thinks about Robin Williams.
Exactly.
I mean, even years down the line, when we talk about Genie, I'm not gonna think about Will Smith. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna be the first person that comes to my mind, even after this movie.
Yeah, it's just sad. But moving on, we have It Chapter 2, which that's that Stephen King clown horror movie.
Good old It. Yeah. Pennywise. They got to finish the chapter. The first one was all right. I think the series was okay to where it was, but of course they had to do a movie of it. So they got to finish it off, and I got mixed feelings about it. I'm going to see it, but it's another one I'm not going to go like out of my way and go see. I'm not like super excited for. I'm not like yeah, I definitely got to go there. I'm definitely throwing my money right on the day it comes out. No.
Well, I'm not going to go see it because I will have nightmares for at least 2 months. Hell with that.
No, like wussy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take as long as I don't have nightmares for 2 months. You call me wussy all you want.
Yeah.
I don't care. You darn straight. And then like this other thing they've got on. There's two of the last. We got 7 and 8. 7, 8. Wait, they said 10. So we got okay. Yeah, we do have 10 here. So 7. It's called The Kitchen. I'm like, okay.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. They got 3 ladies team them up as mob wives in the 1970s in this crime movie. We somehow have to wait 9 months for the trio take over the neighborhood after their husbands are taken into custody by the FBI.
I thought this was like must see top 10.
Yeah, that's just that. Well, they totally missed the boat on that. And number 8, which comes out November 15th, is called Last Christmas, and it just said it doesn't have anything about the story.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. But somehow that made it above 9, which is Star Wars.
Star Wars. How is that above? How is Dumb 2 above Star Wars? They shouldn't even be on that list. I don't even know what they are. And why would a Christmas movie already be on this list? Why? I don't even want to think about Christmas. We just finished it.
Yeah,
I got to throw it right back in my face. I'm not ready for it. I'm not preparing my whole year to be ready for Christmas. No, don't do that. Leave the Christmas movie until when it's time. Stop throwing your stuff on this list and like, oh, here we go. Think about Christmas again. No, stop it. Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I really didn't enjoy. Well, I can't say I didn't enjoy it. I can't really use enjoy. I somewhat liked the last one, but I really didn't enjoy it. It was a nice popcorn flick. What was the Last Jedi? It was all right. I mean, I didn't like really like Star Wars is one of those things I will watch over and over and over again, but these last few movies, I was like, just a one-off for me.
You're talking about the last major Star Wars movie, not the last one, which was Star Wars Han Solo, right?
No. I am not talking about Han Solo.
Right.
I am talking about the Last Jedi that did better than Han Solo. So, which was what is it, number 8, I believe. If they're
I
going
lost
in order.
track. I lost track.
Well, if they're going in order, I believe it's number 8, Last Jedi.
And then this one would be 9.
Yeah, it was okay. I know there was a lot of people that loved it. It was okay.
I liked it. I thought well, see, when I saw Star Wars, okay, I saw it what is now the reverse order. I saw 3, 4, 5. Then I saw.
You mean 4, 5, and 6?
Or I'm sorry, no, 3. Yeah, right. 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Oh, shut up.
Yep, 4, 5, 6.
Shut up. So I saw 4, 5, and 6, which to me was 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and then 1, 2, and 3 came out I believe it's in the 2000s. I don't know the exact
Something like
date.
that. Yeah, with Jar Jar Binks and all that crap. Then they came out with prequels, which was 1, 2, 3, and then now we're continuing with 7, 8, 9, which this was.
Well, they're going back and forth. Like they have like 7, 8, and 9. Then they go back for like, oh, and we're going to come out with a middle of like 4 and 5, which was what was that one called? Rogue One.
Rogue One. Yeah, well, that was if you put it in the proper timeline, that one was 2.5.
I mean, they could have left it out.
They could have, but I actually liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot better than Last Jedi.
Yeah. And then
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
There's like huge Last Jedi fans. I am sorry, but it wasn't.
You know what? Not
wasn't that
everybody's going to like everything. And if people like it, that's fine. If people aren't going to like it, the people aren't going to like it.
Listen, I'm not going by a script. I am telling you my personal feelings about it. I did not enjoy it.
I'm
not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, I loved that movie. It was great. But yeah, it was great.
The Disney-fied movies, the last this one coming up and the previous 2 major Star Wars movies were okay.
Yeah, they were okay.
They followed the Star Wars canon. In other words, they were true to the storyline.
Yeah.
But where are you going to go now?
I mean, I'm not saying Disney's doing a bad job. It just
I'm saying they're doing an average. They're Disney. They could do better.
Can do better. They're doing a lot better. But I think Disney got a hold of it too late. That's what I think, because I believe the Last Jedi was pretty much done when Disney got it, and with that whole back and forth debate, I don't think they really had the time to, put what they actually really wanted what they really wanted to be. So when that whole entire deal was going on with George Lucas and everything, I don't think he got a chance to get it where it needs to be before they purchased it. So now they just got it, and they're just like, you know what? We're just going to raise this as our own now.
Yeah, well,
we're gonna take this baby and raise it as our own. It's like taking a teenager and trying to adopt it and change the way he thinks and the way he acts and everything like that. And they tried it, and it didn't go so well, and they ended up running away.
Yeah, and it's just some of those things. It's another one of those things. It's on the vine, let it die. And then the last one, I wouldn't even know why this one's on here anyway, because it doesn't even have a date to it. Always Be My Maybe.
I have no idea what that is either.
I don't either. It's literally all we need. Wait a minute. Rom-com starring Wom. These 2 Randall Park stars the duo as childhood sweethearts who reconnect after 15 years apart. It's a romance movie. Why would... I understand there's people that are into romance movies, but...
So it might be probably like February. It's another one of those...
No.
Separation and we meet back up years later movies.
Well, to be determined. It could be... it is yet to be said when.
Yeah, I don't have no issue with romance movies either. But how many times are we going to do this? How many times we have that movie that we met and then we meet again, 10, 15 years, 5 years, or whatever, time later. How many times are we going to have these kind of movies? It all pretty much ends the same exact way.
Tragedy.
That or that or they end up getting together, having kids, spending the rest of their life with each other. We already know this story. I'm not happy for it, and I don't even know what it is, and I'm sorry for people who do.
Well, and then what they'll do is they'll treat it as if it's going to be a one-time movie, and then, oh, it was pretty successful. Oh, well, maybe we should try and resurrect it as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shove it down your throat.
Yeah, we made a couple bucks. Might as well go ahead and try to get some more. And another movie that I'm excited about that's not on the list is Dragon Ball Super Broly, and that comes out January, I believe, 16th. And if you're a Dragon Ball Super fan or Dragon Ball Z fan, you must see. You must see. But watch Dragon Ball Super first if you can. Some people don't like Dragon Ball Super, but if you do, watch it all before you see the Broly movie, because that picks up right after Dragon Ball Super ended for a little bit. But I'm excited about that.
Well, that's cool. Now, moving on, we have Tim Cook awkwardly. We all know who Tim Cook is, the CEO of Apple.
Yep.
Awkwardly reassures investors as Apple revenue projections tank. In other words, Apple may not be that trillion-dollar company this year that they were last year.
Oh.
And
Shocker.
And here's the thing: is I don't particularly like Apple products, and I particularly don't like Apple products because I don't like things that are ultra proprietary.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have a standard charger. They don't have this standard. They want to do their own thing, and I do get it. And I've had Javon, and you know who Javon is.
Yeah.
Oh, what Apple does is they take this thing and they perfect it, and then they roll it out. Well, there's lots of people that would disagree with him as far as them perfecting something and then rolling it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But what Apple is saying is causing their financial woes is Apple says cheap battery replacements hurt iPhone sales. So, and what they're saying is people are having these iPhones that are now aging, and their batteries aren't living as long, and it's not staying at, they're not holding up like as batteries age, they're like fruit, they go bad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Apple either. So I had an Apple iPod and iPod Touch and stuff like that, but I ultimately, stuck with Android. It's a lot more simpler to me. Apple's just too complicated, and they block you from too much things that you want to do.
Well, yeah, that's the thing I really don't like about it is they severely limit what you want to be able to do with it.
Can and can't do. They they limit you. I mean, it's not like a little bit. I mean, they do it a lot.
But they're saying Apple just revealed it's expecting a $9 billion loss of revenue due to weak iPhone demand. That's partly caused by more people replacing their batteries than just upgrading and getting a new iPhone.
9 billion. Wow.
Yeah, with a B, billion. And it's like, if I don't have to buy a new phone, if I can just change out a battery, why wouldn't I do that?
Oh, you're not allowed to open your phone up and do that.
It's called right to repair.
Might explode.
Yeah.
You crack it open, it explodes.
It's called right to repair, and that was a court case that went through that said that people have the right to open up their devices or have somebody else fix their device.
Yep, and that, someone else just did something like that too. PlayStation. They did that because you couldn't like replace anything inside your PlayStation if you avoid that warranty sticker. But now they let that go, and now you can open it up and replace if you want to put it like a bigger hard drive or replace parts, or you can get someone else to do it. You're are now allowed to do that, and they still have to honor the warranty even afterwards.
Yeah, as long as what you did has nothing to do with what's going on with it, they should have to fix it for free.
Yeah, because Sony was really big on that. As soon as you void that warranty sticker, you're not allowed to do anything. I'm like, man, all I did was cleaned it out. I just cracked it open and sprayed it out, and that's all I did to get the dust out of it. Oh no, sorry, we can't do anything. Try again. Maybe you need to buy another console. Like really? Like you're really gonna give me a hard time for cleaning my system out? Like you can crack over your computer and clean it out. There's no harm, no foul. But nope, you couldn't do that then. But now you can. They finally let up, and you finally can.
Yeah, and that's now Apple's. Oh, you're hurting our business because instead of adding to landfills with your old iPhones and getting new ones, you're just fixing the old one.
Yeah, and all their parts and stuff are really expensive, and the phone in general is super expensive.
And it's and the funny thing is I've watched a lot of videos, especially from other YouTubers, that where like there's this guy, his name's Louis Rossman, called of Rossman Group. He puts out these. He streams like every night, and posts videos like a couple times a week.
Uh-huh.
And all he does is fix MacBooks. That's all he does.
Good old Macs. I used to
Mac,
enjoy it.
yeah, MacBooks.
I used to enjoy that too. But same thing, very limited. You can only do very limited things on a Mac.
And Apple will him, Lewis and Linus from Linus Tech Tips. What happened was Linus bought this iMac Pro, which is their high-end computer, not tablet or netbook, but their all-in-one computer. And they took it apart, was doing some their review channel. They were doing some things with it. Well, one of their techs accidentally, because where the power supply is and it's not covered, it arced when they went to put the screen back on, and it kind of scared the tech, and he dropped the screen. So the screen's broken.
Yep.
You're potentially looking at a bad power supply and or bad motherboard and everything that goes along with it.
No screen is safe.
Well, and that was the thing was, there were people that actually, because Apple really came down on Linus saying, well, why didn't you open it? It wasn't meant to be opened. Well, if it wasn't meant to be opened, how did they build it?
Yeah.
You got to build it somehow. So if it's meant to be closed, it's meant to be opened.
Not by their standards.
And then there was there was people that were actually defending that it would cost more money to fix, just to send them the parts they needed, which was like a motherboard and a screen, versus buying a whole new one. But the funny thing is like the processor and the RAM, you actually have to send that stuff back to qualify for replacement pricing. So, because what they'll do is they'll send you a new, because the motherboard, RAM, and CPU, even though the CPU and RAM are socketed, Apple treats it as one part.
Makes sense. I mean, not really, but to them, makes sense.
Yeah, only to them it makes sense. But it's actually, because you can take, if I have a problem with the motherboard in my system here,
Yeah.
I could take everything off of it and just send back the board.
Yeah, separate parts.
Right. But with Apple, you have to send to get to qualify for replacement pricing, to purchase a new motherboard, you have to send back the motherboard, the RAM, and CPU, even though the RAM and CPU are two separate parts.
And if you have just that one bad part, they don't want that. They want everything.
They still want everything back, which is dumb.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's why when people build their PCs, you don't see anything Mac or Apple related.
And there's a lot more people, and you could build a comparable PC to the Mac and get a better value, faster processor, more memory, at the equivalent price point.
Yeah, definitely.
And
look at the Mac laptops, man. They're ridiculous price, and you can build yourself a decent rig for that price.
And the thing is, there's actually people that believe that if you open the precious MacBook, you let out the magic blue smoke, and you got what you deserved. It's like it's a computer. It's different than a PC, but
they try to make it look more than what it actually is. Just like new cars, they just throw a bunch of crap on top of the engine, just make it look more than what it actually is.
I mean, if you get water in the thing, it's going to be a bad computer, regardless if it's a PC or a Mac.
Yeah. But it's like I said, the same thing with new cars. If you move those wires and everything out the way, you get to the engine, it's the same exact thing.
Yeah. And then I just thought this was pretty neat. I really didn't think we'll touch into it much. It's the FBI now has a media leaks unit. So, if you leak something, your government official, you leak something to the media.
Yeah.
They now have a division that's all they're doing is investigating leaks. And it's funny, they didn't need that up until now.
I mean, there's been leaks for as long as you can go back. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen regardless. I really don't see the point of investigating. If one person's not doing it, somebody else is going to get their hands on it, and then they're going to leak it. And it's just going to follow, a pattern. You're going to pretty much waste your time. Because regardless of what you do to stop it, it's going to get out there.
Well, I mean, and it does depend on the leak and what it says. And, I mean, if it's actually classified things, I get that. But if it's...
I mean, even if it's classified, all it takes is one person to get their hands on it, and it's out there.
Yeah.
But they can, do those stories. Post those ads. Oh, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake news.
Uh-huh.
We don't do this. This is all fake. The person just made it up. They can always do that. That's what they're good at doing. They can always do that.
Oh, yeah. But onward and upward, this is from The Verge. Google's project to control gadgets with touchless hand gestures is moving forward.
So you can make a certain hand gestures and something will activate.
Yep. It's actually radar. They're using radar to monitor your hand movements.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're showing a watch, and they're doing this kind of motion, and it's rotating around the screen because it's from the radar sensing the motion of your hand.
Yeah, I mean that's all fine and dandy for people who actually need it. Like if someone with a disability or special needs or something like that, if they can take advantage of something like that. But if someone just an average Joe like you or me, we don't need that. But I guarantee you, we're still going to get it. There's always going to jump out there and get it. But it's not really necessary for us. That's just an extra piece of equipment that's just making humanity more lazy.
Well, I mean, it's I can see the advantage of it being like if you did some sort of hand gesture, by your watch, and it might call emergency services for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, if you need it for special needs or a disability or something like that, that's totally fine with me. But if you're just someone who just gotta have it, just for no reason, it's pointless. It's a waste of money.
Well, and then on to the next one. Oh, that tab crashed. Let's reload this here. We have
Because like another thing, like what if you like accidentally make a hand gesture when you're like talking to someone or something, and then like your alarm, your car like starts or something like that? Then what?
well, then you better get over to your car.
Or you make a hand gesture and your car, goes in full throttle, run through your garage.
Well, I would think you'd have to be in it for that.
I'm just saying, man.
I
Like you
know.
can accidentally do it. It can happen. Or it can be no shaving. You move your hand a lot when you're shaving, and then next car comes on, and like you can have like someone else.
Oh, come on. You did.
I mean,
Open that door clearly for you to.
yeah, yeah.
You just
I
avoided the whole door.
I get it. I get it. I mean, but yeah, that's another good example. Like, what if it does something you don't want it to do?
Yeah.
Or what if you do a certain hand gesture, and next thing you know, you got like $1,000 computer coming to your doorstep?
As long as it's somebody else's charge card.
I mean, you're like, hold on, what the hell? Oh yeah, this is yours. Your name David Smith? Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
yeah. My name's David Smith. Yeah.
Oh wait, you ordered this not a couple days ago. No, I didn't. No, yeah, say you did.
And then we got the transgender woman confronts GameStop employee for misgendering her, whatever.
Her.
What?
Come on, George.
It, whatever.
You can't do that. Dress it what it is.
Let's see. A transgender woman is filmed confronting a GameStop employee for misgendering her on Thursday. Well, my thought on this is quite simply this. If you're going to be transgender, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you shouldn't be mistaken for. If you're
No.
a guy, you shouldn't be mistaken for a woman. If you're a woman, you shouldn't be able to be mistaken for a guy. If you are being mistaken for whatever gender you're not going for, then you need to step up your game.
He looks like a guy. So I can understand where the GameStop employee, got it mixed up. It's not his fault, because you just look like a guy wearing women clothes. Just because you got your hair long or you throw lipstick on, there's other steps you need to take. Like you need to take those hormones more to make your voice a little lighter or
Whatever.
something.
Yeah, you need.
Like
right.
you gotta do it the right way. There's people who invest thousands of dollars into making this transition over to that gender, and when you do it like this guy or woman, wherever you want to describe himself as a man, to me he's a man. He didn't take the time and invest and do it the right way. So whose fault is it really is? It's not everyone else's fault. It's his fault.
Exactly. If you do something half-heartedly like that, and it's obvious you're a guy, to everybody and their grandmother, it's obvious you're a guy, that you're just masquerading, trying to be something that you're not, then you need to step up your game and do it right or go home.
Yeah, I can do a video saying, you know what, I'm gonna build a PC, and next to the PC and parts, you see a power drill. A lot is about to go wrong.
Not necessarily. I mean, I could. You shouldn't, but
You should hand do everything.
no, I
You
don't.
got a power drill next to your PC. I hope it's just for the screws, for the actual case. But anything inside, stay away from.
Well, if you put down the torque low enough, actually, you can use it. But like in this case, looking at the screenshot of this obvious gentleman, you have no right to yell at anyone. I'm sorry, dude. Dude looks like a lady.
And I watched it. I watched the video, and he sounds like a guy. It's not our fault, man. I will easily do the same thing, especially like if I'm looking down and I'm doing something. You walk in and walk up to the counter, like, hey, how you doing? I'll say, hold on 1 second, sir. I will say the same thing. I'm sorry, and I'll look up like, oh shit, what is that? I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Yeah. Well,
There are trans genders. There are women that have the something between their legs, and you cannot tell. You cannot tell at all, unless they drop their underwear or something. But other than that, you cannot tell. They do it the right way.
well, and here,
And there are guys who turn themselves into females, grow their hair out, take the hormones, their voice goes away, and they get a little soft voice, and eventually you won't be able to tell. That means they did it the right way. But if they do what this guy did, don't take any hormones or don't wherever you're trying to do. I can understand you got the money for it, but don't get mad when someone misidentify you. It's not our fault. Just don't put on women clothing and everything until you meet that, till you complete your transformation. Then you can go ahead and put the woman clothing on, the makeup and everything. I'm pretty sure he didn't look in the mirror and was ready to leave the house like, yeah, you know what? I'm a hot bitch. I got this.
he probably did.
You look so beautiful right now. No, you can't do that, man. I like if I don't know if you have any friends or not, but if I was your friend, you come out the bathroom like, how do I look? You think he's gonna pull off for guys?
No.
Nah, man. No. No.
Go back in.
Wait till your transformation, man. You might just put the guy clothes back on until we get this thing like fully done. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you got a dick friend. They're like, yeah, you pulling it off, man. Go out there.
well, that, well, here's the thing: is when I first started working, I started at the auto center, and I was running late one day, and I came in the back through the auto center, through the garage, come into the front. I just looked, and there was this big, huge crowd of people. So I had to go in the manager's office, clock in, come back around, go behind the counter, go behind me and grab my book, which had all my papers we had to fill out whenever we brought a vehicle in, turn around in front of one of the computers and said, "Can I help you?" A guy, short hair, makeup, hairy chest, red dress, hairy arms, hairy legs, red shoes, going, "Can I get a lube job?" No. No. Fortunately, the answer to that question was no, because we didn't do those. I'm sorry, we don't do that service. And then he asked, I think it was ahead of in a setup. To this day, I believe it was. I mean, because it was so obviously a guy. I mean, low cut, red dress with the chest hair sticking out.
Yeah, I mean,
really?
If you're going to do that as a guy and you don't do it right, you're called a cross-dresser. I'm sorry.
And then he asked, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Cross-dresser.
Yeah. Well, then he asked for an oil change. We didn't do that either at the time. So I said, "You know what? There's a shop down the road that does, and they take the same credit card we do."
Yeah.
And so it went down the road.
I mean, we all like had made this mistake, misidentifying. Like I done it before, when I when I do security and we had to work the fireworks place, and we get their IDs and stuff before they go in. This lady who was clearly a lady before she tried her transformation, and she went through the whole thing, got her ID changed and everything. So on her driver's license, I hear her the way she talks, and the way she still looks, she looks somewhat like a dude. She had like guy clothing on, but she still looks somewhat like a dude. But she also has that voice as a female. She still has that female like face feature sort of. And when I looked, I was right name. I was like, "All right, how you doing today, ma'am?" And then I looked at the driver's license and said, "Mel," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oops.
But you can tell, she was in the middle of that stage, to get her gender changed, because you can go to the DMV or BMV, wherever it's called, where you are, to get your thing switched to whatever. So I apologize, and I don't think she heard me, or he hurt me, whoever he's trying to be.
It
I don't think they hurt me, but now that's it happens to all of us, and you can't get mad at us when it does happen. It's just not, it's not what we're used to. Some people are still getting used to this, and I have no issue with that at all. But there are some people that are still getting used to it, and you can't be mad at them. It's not right for you to get mad at them for misidentifying. It's not their fault. They can apologize, let them go ahead and apologize and whatever. But you can't sit there and have a full blown, blow up because they made a mistake. We're only human. We're not robots.
Speaking of robots, the EU's copyright proposal. Now, this deals with the internet. I don't think we have ever touched on it, but I've done quite a bit of looking into this. In Europe, they have this copyright directive they call Article 13. And basically what it does is it takes like what we're doing. If there's some sort of copyright, there's a copyright that you and I own when we do this.
Yeah.
If somebody comes and takes part of, like if we took something like, from somebody else's show, and what it is instead of holding you or me responsible, which is what YouTube does now, in effect, is it makes the artist or the creators responsible in a way, because what they do is they demonetize it as far as you not being able to make money from whatever it is that from the video that you created because you used part of a clip from somewhere else. What it does is it shifts that responsibility from us as creators to YouTube.
Yeah.
The effect of that can be really devastating, because what could happen with it, or what will probably happen, is YouTube assumes a lot more liability now. Like right now, YouTube is kind of like a go-between. You have where, this person's saying that they own this copyright. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, if this is a monetized video, we're going to take this money, we're going to set it aside until this is resolved. If, I have the right, or, we would have the right to say, hey, they don't own this. It's, this was fair use that we used. Then, okay, then YouTube says, okay, that's fine. They actually don't have a case here. We're going to, give you the money, be on your merry way. Well, what'll happen is they'll get the money from YouTube. So what YouTube will not have a choice in doing is, George and Jonathan want to do their Anything Goes show, which is not that big. We don't have that many. We're streaming on Twitch and on YouTube, and quite frankly, we only have like a total of 5 people watching us, which is fine. It's great. I think it's great that there's 5 people watching us. But we're small time.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to say that, oh, well, the light's blinking that is going on the page, that's copywritten. And you're going to not come down on us, you and me. They're going to go after YouTube. And they'll get money out of YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to get blood out of a turnip going after us.
No.
And so why should YouTube take the risk, and it would be a risk or liability, in promoting us or our channel?
I mean, it's one of those things that can go good or bad. It can go good. It can be used for good reason. It can be used for also the wrong reasons.
Well, go ahead.
Like anything. For the right reasons, I can see where it can help certain people, because some people do take other people's stuff and they don't get permission for it. Then that person up making money on someone else's stuff. and that's understandable. But if you don't have like a case, and then someone like takes it, and then you're not making any money on it at all, and they're not making any money. If you're just doing it just to like be a douche about it, then what's the point? But like I said, it can work good or bad. If someone's making money off of it and you didn't, then I wouldn't take you to court for it. I would probably like hit you up and say, hey, this is mine. We can work something out. You can give me a cut, and then if not, then I'll get YouTube involved. But just to do something, if someone like took it and they did maybe like a 5 second like a picture or something, and then you like, know what? I don't care. I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to get dumb. And it has nothing to do with you, just a picture. And then you want to, you're going to hit YouTube up, and they're going to give it to you just because they had your picture in there for like 2 seconds.
Right.
It's not right.
Right.
No, they can be going. I'm sorry.
No,
they can be going. You know how people will pull up YouTube and actually show like live feed on their channel and stuff when they're doing recording, and they will scroll through YouTube. We see that all the time. People will scroll through YouTube, and then they will try to find the video they're looking for. Like someone's like, what? Here, I want to show you guys this video of me, doing this, and they scroll through YouTube, and then like you see a second of someone else's video, and then they look at it like, oh, you know what? Gotcha. And they go ahead and hit YouTube up, like, what? They had me in there. I want a claim of his video.
Right, but instead of I want to claim on his video, it's going to be I just don't want I just don't want the claim on the video, but I also should get compensated by you.
Yeah, yeah. And that part is not right. I mean, people can take the wrong advantage of that.
And sure as shit, people will.
I mean, yeah, people always look for a handout or petty behavior. It's just something some people do, but it's not right also. And the same thing like YouTube, when you upload a video, they can they scan your video to see if there's any copyright content in it. Then they can flag you, and you can dispute it if you want because you have the right to for no fair use. But most of the time, you're not. They're gonna be like, no, we're not taking it off. 85% of the time, they're not taking it off, and you're not getting nothing. They're taking the company that claimed it is definitely going to get it. So right. With the robots, that's a little different because if someone else sees like that clip, and you get that copyright, and then like they hit YouTube up, YouTube won't contact you at all. They just say, hey, you got copyright, but they won't say, oh, this person claimed it, and then they're making money off of it. They're just going to give them what they think they owe from however long the video was or whoever made the video they're going to get compensated for that, and you will have like no clue. You'll just see it took them down, and you're not making any money off of it.
Well, here's the thing: is what I'm saying is it's going to be one step worse than that, because can YouTube take that type of risk? That you and me doing this show the way we're doing it, I grant we're not copyright, we're not using music or videos or anything from anywhere else. We're using news articles, recording from the source. You could see the source of it, and that is fair use. But YouTube, there's not someone that watches the stuff before it gets posted. As soon as I hit stop streaming, about 10 minutes later, that video is live on YouTube, and that's done automatically. Nobody's sitting behind a desk watching what we're doing and saying, okay, this is all good, it's all fine. And nor could YouTube pay a ton of people to watch every video before it goes live or uploaded.
Certainly, that would take forever.
Yeah, you would not be able to stream anything in real time as well either, because so what YouTube would have to do is get rid of everybody and only deal with people that are corporations that they have the rights, the proper rights and everything to what is being posted.
Yeah, but YouTube are sometimes they do pick like certain videos to watch, and they will have someone actually watch your video and see if there's anything in it. So there's a lot of videos who do people who do live streams and they won't get dinged on anything at all, music, um, whatever. They won't get dinged at all. But sometime down the line, they get a random message from a video they did, you know, 3 years ago. And that's because they randomly pick someone to go ahead and pick a video to actually have them sit down and go through your video and see if they have any copyright in it. And then they will spot it and then they will flag it. And then next, you're getting an email saying, oh, yeah, you did this video 3 years ago. And a lot of times you'll probably forget what video it is. Yeah. And then, you're no longer making money off that video. Even if you wasn't making any money, but you're still going to get that claim on it, even though it was like 3 years ago, 4, even 5, 10 years ago. It's just something they're doing more often now to I don't know, to crack down or make more money. I don't know why. They have enough money, but I don't know why. But it's just something they do, and it's something YouTubers have to deal with now. But now, what the article is saying that anyone can go ahead and use this claim and get money from your video.
Yeah, essentially, and what they could do, what YouTube, I'm hoping what YouTube does is, quite frankly, just says, okay, this is the way you want to play. You're all part of the EU. This is the way this is going to work. This is going to be the way we run our business in Europe. Or whatever, to all the EU. However, if you're in the United States or Canada or one of the other states that or countries that have nothing to do with this,
yeah,
this is the way we're going to run a business here. So, hey, I mean, if you're in Europe and you want to be a content creator like what we're doing and want to be, want this channel to grow and all that, we're in deep shook if, at this point.
Read the rules and guidelines and the fair use. Read all of that stuff. Don't just take it and then just brush it off. Like, you know what? I'm not making any money off it anyway. Just whatever. Go look into it or follow dispute and do it, because you're going to have to get used to this. Even when your channel is starting to grow, and then you're going to have to get used to it once you start getting up there and you really have a video that you're making decent money off of, and then they will flag it. So get used to going through these steps to get that flag off. So if you do start off early and then you get a flag, investigate it. Do everything you possibly can to see if you can get that off and see what happened or what you did wrong, or if you did anything wrong.
Right.
Do it, because you need to get used to these steps, because you're going to have to go through it. Even time goes on, it's going to be more and more frustrating because they're going to do more. So do it now. If you get something on, go ahead and hit them up, see what they say, and then get used to emailing. Now, I know a lot of people don't use email anymore, but get used to emailing if you're really trying to turn this thing into like a business or something. You're going to need that, because there's no like hotline you can call or anything like that. You go have they contact you by email. They're sort of old fashioned, and it works for YouTube, and I like the way they do it with the emails. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, because now it's not just it's not YouTube you got to worry about. That's going to flag your videos now. Now you have people that will see like their picture in it for like 5 seconds, and then they're flagging your video, and then they're going to get money from it. So like read the whatever the claim it is, and then make sure there is actually something you actually had in there. Like when I did a review on like certain trailers, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Or like a video game and they hear like a certain song when they're robots, when you scan your video. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I didn't hear it. I totally forgot. But I can like go through like some high school yearbook folders. Like, look, I grew up with this guy. And then, he will see it and then say if he's a content creator himself. And then he's like, oh, he had my picture in his video. He didn't ask me or give me permission for that. I'm contacting YouTube. And now I'm making money off his video.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, it is 10 after. We've been at this for an hour and 10 minutes. There's one thing I wanted to touch on before we were done. And that was for the last two we were talking about What happened with the customer got mad?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody, you thought I was pulling your leg. Aaron sent me this. This is his picture, what he was for Halloween. This was not something I set up with him. Well, this is what he was for Halloween. And when I mentioned, you know, that we talked about it, and he said, "Hey, take a look at this." I said, "Send that to me." So he sent it to me on Facebook Messenger. So, yeah, who does that look like? You looking online? Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second. Yep.
All right. Tell me who Aaron looks like.
Looks like Jesus.
Thank you.
And for everyone who don't know, pretty much a short version of the story. Someone made like a Jesus joke to Aaron, and to make somewhat like a miracle happen. And someone got offended and walked out the store, and they was saying like as dumb as like disrespectful and like knocking the religion and everything. It was just an honest joke, and that's actually what he looks like, and he didn't take offense to it.
And this is
So
he's the one that looks like Jesus.
yeah, it is what it is. He didn't. If he got offended, then that's a different story. But he didn't. He already goes through this. He already has people call him that. He's already used to it. So for someone else that don't even know this guy, and they just for them to get offended, pretty much for him, it's unacceptable.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. And it is what it is. And this would be the end of our show. This was the fifth. What would we say? The last one was what, 4.5. So this one's 5.
Yep, yep.
So we will see you guys next week, next Thursday at 7:30. And this is Anything Goes with George and Jonathan.
Yeah, and you can, like I said, you can follow me at j.fba. I will also put links in the description once I get the video uploaded to my Twitch and my Twitter, or you can just look j.fba up and just follow me. We got some good stuff coming up. If you didn't watch the 4.5 or New Year special, at the end of the video we talked about like certain projects we got coming up. But stay tuned for that.
All right, and everyone have a wonderful night. Oh yeah, get subscribe my channel, Jonathan's channel, and we'll see you guys this time next week.
Goodbye. Have a nice night.